such a good time.
Oh my God.
It's so good to be back here on Saturday night.
It certainly is.
It's been a while, man.
It really has.
Well, for us to be back.
Right.
But, I mean, we've been still kind of talking to each other.
Yeah, we still
Matter,
talk. You know,
Yeah. But we're just not getting together on the weekends like we normally do.
it's not as much.
And I missed
yeah,
you.
I miss you too.
Aw.
I know. We've had a lot going on. There's been a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Big change in the
Yeah.
studio.
Absolutely.
The transformation from a garage to a studio. Not four walls and a drywall, man.
I mean, oh my God. It was a process. Called in a lot of favors to get us here, but we are here in comfort. And it's nice. It's almost a proper studio, you know. And
yeah, it's getting there.
yeah,
Just a few things that need to be done.
and you know we're going to be seeing lots more of that. I hope anyway in the future. This is our first show back.
Hey,
We're back though.
welcome back.
Welcome back, and welcome back, or something like that.
Yeah.
We got a big show. This is probably the
Oh.
biggest thing we've ever
You
done.
know, you can't ask for a better big show to come back on.
No, you can't. You absolutely can't.
Season 2, episode 1, banger like this.
Yeah, we're
Come
gonna have
on.
the greatness of Pete Koller from Sick of It All. No, I mean Pete's known throughout the punk rock community as, just a super swell guy, nice guy, and he really is, and that's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to having him on here.
Yeah.
But like you said, that's like epic.
Yeah.
First show, even though we blew it last week.
Oh, it was so bad,
Yeah.
man. It was so bad. It literally was like 30 seconds to 45 seconds before we could question and answer.
Yeah.
And it was getting rough.
Yeah, it was. It was
I
really
think the
rough.
way Pete put it was brutal.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
And not in a good way.
but we tried.
Oh,
We spent months and months and months, and then the last 2 weeks working here, we just worked in this garage. We had all kinds of people over here doing different things, and why is the table shaking?
that's me.
That's wild.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I thought maybe we were having an earthquake.
No.
No, but we had all the work, and then we all pitched in. We all were doing our thing, and we worked and worked and worked nonstop. And then the day of the show, we're working like all day
Up until we were supposed to record.
Yeah, up until like probably about that hour when we
Yeah.
took a little bit of a break and settled in. And after all that, doing all that, all the people, no one thought to check the internet connection.
No. I mean, we had music playing, getting
Yeah.
stuff done, and then next thing you know, like, oh, wow.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
But something always slips through the cracks when you're doing something like that.
Yeah, and we did it. I want to say with the quickness, even though it took a lot longer than we anticipated.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I mean, kind of, there's only so much you can do until you can't do step B until step A is done, and
Right.
there's lots of things like that. So, we did a lot of waiting. What are you gonna do?
Right.
You just go with it. So I think we got everything pretty well. There's some more work to be done in here, but it's minuscule. It's a functioning studio.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I think the internet works now.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed it works this
yeah,
time.
yeah. I'm pretty sure we've gotten that problem fixed. So let's just hope. But it is great to be back.
Yes, it is.
I'm loving that it's Saturday night and
Oh.
hanging out in the studio with you, bullshitting, getting
Yeah.
ready to talk to one of my favorite guitar players from one of my favorite bands ever.
Word up.
It's awesome. So let's go see if we have Pete. And hang on 1 second. We'll just go ahead and get him right in.
Yeah.
Let me see if he's here. Hang on. Hey, Pete. Hey, Pete. Are you there?
I feel you.
Yeah. Well, and you guys. I mean, we can sit here and there are so many different avenues to go off this. I mean, you've got guys who've worked harder, probably than. I mean, I'm not saying the other bands don't work hard, but like I know for a fact the Sick of It All works hard to be able to do the kind of shows they do, the kind of touring they do, and to put, to have that kind of work ethic, and to have accepted it and to make it your life. And then it's kind of, back to back, you had COVID, that put the brakes on everything, and now with Lou's cancer, but he's doing well, from the last I heard, right? He's doing pretty well in recovery?
Yeah, he's for now, and thank goodness he's cancer free, and hopefully forever. He has to go
Yes.
back every 6 months for, to see if it's gone. I guess forever. So he has to just keep doing it. But it's gone. But
Yeah.
it's really hard for him. He has to gain weight. All right, and he's like 6'2", and he weighs like 140 pounds right now. So,
Oh man.
and with all the surgery and stuff, it kind of fucked up. They took out half his stomach and half his esophagus, and they stuck it back together. So instead of a stomach, he has like this tube. You know what I mean? So it's just like a long tube. So it's hard for him to gain weight.
Man, that would be rough. Whew.
Yeah. But, I mean, if the cancer's in remission right now, all that stuff's just
Yes.
going to work its way back around. So
Yeah.
that's all positive yardage.
Yeah, I agree. I know for a fact I don't know for a fact, but I believe that I will get to see you guys on stage again, and that's really exciting. So definitely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're gonna play again. This is what we do. We can't just say, "All right, see you." That's it. We're gonna continue cleaning. Cutting grass instead. Whatever.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you guys were you stayed busy, and I actually meant to have the copy in here with me because I've read your book, The Blood and the Sweat, and for whatever reason, did my dyslexia kick in? I feel like I said that wrong. Yeah, The Blood and the Sweat, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's it.
Man, there's so many great stories in there. There really is. And to hear you guys on all your the European tours and all the just wild situations you guys were put into. Is there something that's not in the book that we could
Squeeze out of you.
Yeah. But, and I only ask because we always ask that question, like something wild, and I'm kind of skipping ahead with you, but I feel like we've had this drawn out thing,
wild.
yeah, like so that, just a wild thing. It might even be a short thing. It's like, I was coming off the stage one day and,
XYZ.
boom.
I don't
whatever.
know. It's got to come to me. I really don't. It's like when my daughter Lucy, she likes when I tell stories, and then she'll be like, oh, "Hey, tell me a story," and I'll be like, "Oh, what about what? Anything." Like, I don't know. When you get put on the spot, you're like, I don't know. And then once you get rolling, like you can't shut you up.
Well, yeah, and I told Sean we should be sending out this question just ahead of time, and I think that's something we're going to need to do. What do you think? Huh?
I don't know. I don't know who came up with that fucking idea.
Well, you're the one that said not to.
I told you to do it.
Maybe you did. I don't know. Who knows with this
God.
guy? I'm pretty sure there's a recording of it, though. We're going to have to figure that out.
Yeah.
But if you think of something as we're going, as we're talking, feel free to,
I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. And your phone went off there, too, dude. Hey, I was going to bring it over to you.
I got it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nothing. I mean, nothing here major. Just had to inconvenience my buddy here for a minute. So, have you since you've been off? Have you been writing? You doing any kind of like have you got stuff ready to go? What do you got in the tank there?
Of course. So when COVID happened, I was like, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing. And once I start writing, everything just keeps coming. So I wrote a good amount of songs then, and we went out and we all learned them and rehearsed them and all that. And then we were able to tour again, so we had to start making money. So we kept touring and touring, and then this happened with Lou. So then I continued writing, and I have about 27 songs. So
Oh,
what I do is I come up with the guitar parts. I, I'll record guitar, drums, bass, and maybe even vocals, and send it to the guys. So right now I have all these songs. So what I'm doing now is tweaking things here and there, and writing lyrics for as much as I can.
right on. Yeah, so you've definitely made the most of it.
Yeah, yeah. I hate not doing things for the band. As you know, we've been trying to come up with some T-shirts and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, because once we hit the road again, we're going to need like 80 new designs. You know what I mean? So we gotta, I started doing that, and um, of course writing. And so what my plan is, if Lou's not well enough to sing, and me, Craig, and Armand get together and we really get everything down and the way we want it to sound, like with the band, like if Craig has a better idea, put it in. We want to change something, we'll change it.
Hmm.
But then us guys could record, and then whenever Lou's ready, he could do his part. So then the record will be, you know, this is all a plan that hasn't been put into motion yet.
No, I mean
I
that's
seem to be I'm the only one kind of doing the planning. But
well, yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah, we always call Jeff.
trying.
We always call Jeff the mom of the band.
Yeah.
He has to keep everybody going in their directions.
You know, and I want to be
Yeah,
it's a whole thing. But I was going to say I want to be that guy who's like irresponsible and like, yeah, let's just get as drunk as we can tonight and see how they like that. Like, and and you can't ask a group of musicians to not drink so much. That's like just walking in and pouring alcohol on them. I mean, it's
You're putting a giant red button in front of me and telling me not to push it.
right. And yeah, and Sean and I, we just do like party band music. So we have to kind of partake a little bit because it's part of the party, And but we have a little too much from time to time. So, but I think we got that mostly under control. but when somebody
but
has
are you guys drunk now? I
oh
hope so.
No.
Getting there, I hope so.
Definitely not drinking. What?
Pete, this has just been our Saturday nights for the longest time. We didn't, we weren't getting to play music as much as we wanted to, and we had friends who were playing shows and doing things. So Sean and I, a lot of people would just get together and do like poker night or whatever, and
This is our poker night.
we just get together and drink and talk about music
Yeah.
and whatever. So then we turned it into a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well have some fun and take something completely over the top unnecessarily. So that's kind of my thing.
Sounds good to me.
But I think about a lot about like how much like I said, all the touring you guys do and all the stuff. And like I said, if you think of something, you just shut me up. Feel free to jump in any time. But I know there's got to be some insane challenges to keep that up and to tour like you guys had for decades and to put in all that work. What are some of those challenges? I mean, can you think of something that sticks out to you?
Like in the book, when we were starting out, nothing mattered more than us just to keep playing. Like we would just, oh, they want us to play in Singapore. All right. So it didn't really matter how much they were paying as long as we got there. But obviously now when people have mortgages and families and stuff like that, it has to be worth our while to get there, But like we would tour so much. I remember we were touring Europe once, and then it was the prototype before the walkthrough. And I think it was for the board in something in LA, or I really don't know. I got a skate deck from it, and I just found it the other day, which is really
Oh,
cool. Like all the bands that were, L7 and No Doubt and all that.
holy crap.
So we flew. We were in the middle of a European tour. We flew from Germany to Los Angeles, and we were so like headache, jet lag, like your temples were like hard as rocks. And we went out there, and it seemed, instead of music, we were just like throwing like garbage cans at people. It's, it's instead of music, it was just pure like insanity. And we jumped around and screamed, and people were just like, "Yeah, yeah!" And then No Doubt came on after that.
Oh, wow.
What a transition.
That's a hell of a transition. Wow.
And it was so, it was this crazy. I don't know if you remember the band Doctor No, and those guys were standing on stage. They were like, "Yeah, this is how you fucking do it." It was just like noise, because we were just like so like fucked up, and then we went to the airport and flew back to Europe.
Good
You know,
God.
right back on.
Wow.
Did
Yeah.
that a bunch of times. Crazy shit like that.
No doubt. I get, well, that wasn't intentional,
No,
but, yeah, definitely. I know you guys have you guys are out there doing it. All, for decades, you're putting that work in, and, all over the place, and I'm sure it might have felt like you're putting out garbage, but I guarantee it wasn't.
I guarantee it was killer. I'm sure.
I guarantee it was not
I'm
garbage.
sure we hit the right notes. It's just, kind of hurt your head doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you already had a fucked up headache, and now you're blasting music at your own head.
Just makes you play angrier and brutaler, if that's a word. What the fuck am I saying over here?
You know what? There's no rules. We can do that.
All right.
Brutal or I don't know. I can't even say it, so consider yourself lucky.
So it must be real.
Yeah, it's real. So Pete is a dad. He's got a daughter named Lucy. I've seen her on a lot of podcasts with him, and actually got to meet Lucy too. And when we were down in Florida, that was really cool. But Pete, what's it like to be a dad in a touring band? As who, I know you guys aren't touring right now, but before, when you guys were touring a lot, what's that like?
Well, when she was too young to come with me, it was, heartbreaking. But like I said, if you don't go to work, you can't pay for this, But she started coming on tour with us when she was 5, and she went to Europe, and she rode in a van, did the van tours. She did a Warped Tour with us. But now that she's older, and she knows, like, oh, we're in Paris today, and I took her to the Eiffel Tower, and she's just like, I remember rolling up in the Uber, and I was like, look. She's like, Eiffel Tower. I was like, yeah, it's right there. She's like, wow, that is crazy. And one of her favorite places is when we went to Greece, and we went to all the ruins and all that, and she was like, this is amazing. And the thing with now Lou being sick, we kind of go to Europe every summer, and it's not like, hey, we're jetting off
Right
to Europe for vacation. We're jetting off to play Hellfest and Resurrection Fest and shit like that. But it's such a cool experience. It's still a cool experience for me, but also for Lucy. It's like you're hanging out on stage, and we were watching Tom Morello's solo project, and then Slash comes walking up and gives Lucy a guitar pick. I was like, that's so cool.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
I was like, that shit is cool.
That is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Man,
And now that she's old enough, like, she's a teenager, she's like, I can't wait to go, back to Europe. And she likes, Slipknot and Korn also. And when we get to play with those bands, she's like, I can't believe that these guys are like here. They're like this, they're like, hey man, what's up? Hey, how you doing? It's just as if you just went into work. It's the same thing,
right?
Those guys are at work, and so are we.
Right.
Yeah, sweetheart, these are my coworkers. Slipknot.
Yeah.
But I could see where that could be real surreal for somebody.
Yeah, you might want to get a little closer.
I'm
not picking you. That would be surreal.
Yeah.
So couple months ago, here in Daytona, there's a festival called Rockville, or Welcome to Rockville, something like that. And Lucy's friend Raina came with us, and she's never been to a concert ever in her life.
Yeah, wow.
And we went there, and my wife got us hooked up with these, all access, super cool guy, like bracelets. And it's like, we came walking in and said, there's 100,000 people. And I was like, oh, let's see if we go backstage. And we go, oh yeah, go ahead. We just went backstage. We got on stage. And Lucy's friend was just like, what is going on? Like, what is this? And then we were like, hey, let's go to catering. And we got in our own golf cart, drove us to catering and stuff. It was like, I was pretending, this happens all the time. It was cool because, her favorite band, Pierce the Veil, was playing. Mm-hmm. And it was like, everyone is behind the barricade and we're just standing right there watching them. And it was cool to see that she was like going nuts watching the band. And it was just like, it was a great experience for them. And I liked it more just watching them, the two kids.
I get that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be, both perspectives would be interesting. It would be really awesome. And that was go ahead.
Yeah, at the racetrack.
Yeah, the racetrack. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a very. It seems like it's based on European festivals because it's not just one type of hard rock or whatever it is called. It has everybody, So
that's how I think music festivals should be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When we first started playing big ones in Europe, it was so diverse. It was nuts. When hardcore was, when we first were getting big over there, hardcore was kind of considered like, wow, what is this new form of art? It was like, what is this? So we'll be playing with like us, the Prodigy, Yellow Man, Los Lobos, and shit like that.
Yeah,
like
man.
all on the same bill, all on the same stage. There'd be like 50,000 people in front of you, and it's just like, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I think we made it to a different level in Europe, is because people not into hardcore saw it for the first time and they're just like, wow, this is pure energy. And then after us, the Prodigy would go on, which is a different form of energy, but it's still great. So everyone kind of just meshed together. Cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like in that instance, they were exposed to, in my humble opinion, the best hardcore band that there is. And I've told Pete, like, I'm not like the most hugest fan of hardcore. I like hardcore, but I love Sick of It All. I mean, I always have. And I've got tons of stories. Sean, I know you've heard a bunch of them over the years.
Oh yeah.
We tell my daughter all the time, who, I don't know, is the camera on me? She used to wear this. This was hers. They dug it out the other day. She wore this back in 2002 when she was itty bitty, and all of our kids, all three of the boys wore it, and her son, my grandson, wore it, because we were too cheap to buy another one. I think in 2002 that thing was like $50 or something. It was it was like 25 or 30, but still, like, we were poor, still are, but Yeah,
But you made the best of it.
yeah.
Made it to a bunch of kids.
And she still does. But back then she'd be fussy, and we were new parents. We didn't know what to do, and like everyone would be like, "Driver, go take a drive or something." So we put her in the car, and it'd be like 2:00 in the morning trying to get her to chill out, and wasn't hungry, didn't just she was just fussy, and we'd put on Sick of It All. She could right to sleep. She'd love it. Yeah. Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It seems those days just seem like yesterday, but man, it's wild. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. Time flies.
Yeah.
Might be a cliche, but time flies.
Man,
I mean, just think our band next year is going to be 40 years old.
wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I love it. I love it. I love that, you guys aren't going to make a comeback. I mean, I know that, you've been off because Lou has been sick, but no matter how you look at it, it's not a comeback. You've always been there. And they've had that energy. They've put on, I don't even know. It's been many years since I've been to a show. I've gotten poor, fat, broke, lazy, all the things, and I work a crap ton of hours, and I haven't been going to shows. We've started to in the last few years going to shows more often, but I haven't seen you guys in years. But probably I've still probably seen you guys close to at least 10, maybe 11 times. Every single time, it looks like
The first time.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, you gotta see Sick of It All. That's what my buddies Danny and Bart, when they were telling me, like, you got to see this band live. I was like maybe 19 or 20. I was like, okay. And yeah, it changes everything. You guys are amazing. It's crazy. I'm serious. But
it is a live thing. I mean, the music on the record is great, but what it's made for is for you guys to learn the lyrics.
Yeah.
And to go nuts and scream along to. A story, I forgot what record we were recording. Maybe it was Scratch the Surface. And Buzz from the Melvins, is that his name? The funky hair.
Yeah.
He listened to it and he's like, hey, it's okay. But then he came to see us at the Whiskey in Los Angeles. And he was like, now I get it. Because now I get it. Now I understand. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, I like music on like recordings and stuff like that. Because, that's how most of us have to listen to music anyway. But the moment that you get to see like one of your favorite bands on stage, it's just amazing. It's something about that energy and just everything that bands put into their shows. It's such a cool crossover.
It's more emotional.
Yeah.
You feel an emotional, connection. It's true.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm not going through the motions, and I'm not like, okay, I'm going to do this jump. Take pictures. I don't care if there's fucking 20 people there, which some days there are 20 people. You're playing fucking like Gainesville on a Monday night. There's going to be 20 people there,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm still playing the songs that,
Yeah.
And it's still, you're like, oh God, a rainy Monday night. Oh, this is going to be terrible. And then the intro comes on and you're like,
all right.
Hi. And then there's still the 20 people that paid. It's not their fault that nobody showed up, and they're like, fuck yeah, they're going to play Good Looking Out. They're going to play it. It's like, cool,
Well, you're talking about, playing for 20 people or playing for 53,000 people. Do you have like something that you do off stage to get yourself in the mindset of I'm going to go out there and just fucking kill it?
On those huge shows, it's the energy is just, you have to try to contain yourself. You have to like control yourself because you're so fucking jazzed up. Like we all warm up you got to get so you don't like hurt your neck, you don't fuck up your back, you don't break your ankles or whatever. And I do things to get my heart rate going. So I'm like, I have to keep doing it. But then sometimes I'll be sitting there getting all jazzed up, and then Lou's next to me like getting all crazy. I'm like, we gotta calm down. Take it back a little bit, because some of those shows we headlined Hellfest, and that's a festival in France, and it is one of the best festivals ever. And we were going on at 1:30 a.m. and we were like, man, ain't gonna be fucking nobody there. There's like 100 and something thousand people
God,
waiting for you, and it's like you're looking out there like this is nuts, and you know what I'm saying? You're just like, I was ready for bed 2 hours ago, and it's like, oh, now I gotta get ready, and then you're like, you don't have to get ready. You gotta like try to calm your shit down. But it's definitely one of the best feelings ever. You go out there and these people, it's not just, oh, we're just at a show, we're gonna check out this band. Everyone's singing your fucking lyrics.
Yeah.
And everyone's like super psyched and shit.
Yeah, man. At 1 o'clock in the morning,
feeling.
There's 100,000 people out there. You know it's gonna get real. That is.
And if you want, you could look on YouTube and look up "Sick of It All Hellfest," and there's like, while we're playing, there's like fucking fireworks going off above us. It's nuts.
Yeah,
we're like playing, they're like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, it's so cool. It was the coolest shit ever. Good times.
In your book, you were talking, and I was actually telling Sean about this the other day, and it just popped in my head because it was another big show, and I think it was a European show. I'm not sure where. I could be wrong on that, but you were talking about how you guys had you'd come out. I think maybe it was an Ozfest. I can't remember. Something more metal, typical like metal oriented, not necessarily punk rock. And you guys come out and you hit the stage and you got everybody going. You're doing you're coming out loud and you're pumping everybody up, and Lou's out there hollering at everybody and getting them going. And then you play Sanctuary.
Oh, that's when we were touring with Slayer.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Because we were like, well, should we just, fill the set with heaviest stuff? And Armand was like, why? Let's just be ourselves. And Sanctuary is a great song.
I love that song, but I agree. I agree with you.
Hey, even crazier, instead of like a big spooky intro, we played EPMD's Paid in Full, or I can't remember the name of the song, but it was a hip hop band. That was our intro. So the lights would go down and everyone's like, ah. And then you hear hip hop and there's like, like, all right.
What is happening?
And now let's go on.
Yeah.
But hey, we still do.
Yeah, I feel like it's so relatable to me, and I think anybody who's been in a band, and I think we have a lot of, we're going to turn a lot of this into reels, and they'll be on Instagram and TikTok, and a lot of the people who follow us there, and a lot of them are like local musicians, local level musicians and stuff, and I think I love hearing this stuff that I know I relate to,
right?
Because I know that they're going to relate to it. And it's just, it's just how there's all these little things. And I'm telling you right now, Pete, if that was the situation, if something similar like that happened, with a band that Sean and I were in, it would be Sean going the equivalent of, no, it would be hilarious. We're going to play Sanctuary. And like, okay, we did it once. Let's stop. And like, oh, no.
And we're going to do this for a while.
Yeah, that's how it would go. And eventually I'd have to throw a fit.
Kind of opening for Slayer. People are there to see Slayer. So we were like, fuck it, let's just play. Whatever we want.
Well, nothing against Slayer, but they're no Sick of It All.
Great band.
And my next question was actually going to be, do you have a go-to ritual? But you already
Oh, I
kind of.
stole that one from you.
But there's plenty to go here.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Um, I think the one that we liked the most, and it's kind of in the middle of the list. It's surprising. I don't know why we didn't move that up. But like, do you remember like a specific or just a particular moment that you realized, this is it, hardcore is my life. Touring, being in Sick of It All, that's who I am. That's my life.
Well, in school, even before I could play guitar, that's all I wanted to be. But then when I started playing in the band and stuff, things just snowballed. And it was like, we weren't like, okay, we have to do this and we have to sell this many records. And you're in a hardcore band. You're not going to, if you sell a lot of records, that's cool. If not, who gives a shit? You're still going to go play shows and tour. And being in a band like us, and not just hardcore, stuff that doesn't get super huge, it's like touring is your life.
Yeah.
And you can make a great living doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we just kept playing. And then, like you were saying, like for a while, we just wouldn't stop. We just wouldn't stop touring. It was like you do a full month and come home for a week. Okay, let's go to Europe now. Go to Europe we went to Europe once with Snapcase, and these numbers could be wrong, but we did 52 shows in 54 days.
My God.
Something like that. We did 2 huge festivals in one day.
Oh.
And we barely made it there on time. And we were so fucking tired. It was like we played earlier, jumped in the bus, drove to a completely different country, and we got to the festival, and you hear like people chanting like that. And the guy was like, come on, get on stage. But there was a dude playing before us. It was folk singer or whatever with an acoustic guitar singing, and you hear everyone starts cheering because we pulled up in the bus and you could actually see us running, getting all the shit ready to get on stage. And he was like, okay, Sick of It All is here. I could leave that.
Oh my God. That'd be wild. I actually saw you guys with Snapcase. God, I think
Great people.
Oh yeah, I love Snapcase for sure too, and seeing getting to see you guys with them was really, it was freaking awesome. I think it was in Louisville, Kentucky. That's where No, I don't think you did. And I've been lucky enough to see you guys with some pretty kick-ass bands. I mean, Pennywise, I saw you with them in Cleveland. That was really cool. But I saw you with the Murphys, and yeah,
great guys.
Oh man, that was, that happened. Actually, I think I saw you a couple times. I think you guys played in either, I think it was like Cincinnati and Columbus, or maybe it was Cleveland. I can't remember, but I know it was at least a couple times, and we were actually, my buddies and I were like out back because that's kind of their thing. And I was like, oh my God, there's Sick of It All over there. That's pretty neat. Oh, thank you. Lou, I think this was like 2002 or 3, and I think Lou and Armand were walking around on those old cell phones, just checking in after the show or whatever, and you were leaning up against a van, just chilling, just being cool, and I'm like, fucking goddamn, that's fucking Pete. What the hell? I was never the type to like bother people. And I was just like, all right, I'll just be over here. It was kind of cool, and I found myself in those situations quite a bit. But I always love seeing you guys, and seeing you with the Murphys was just surreal. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, great guy.
I've actually been to more Murphys concerts, I think, than anything, because I ran into people who were like, I've never seen the Murphys. I'm like, all right, we're going. We got to go. I got to go show you the Murphys. Hold on. You know what? I got this question here, and this will probably be the last one. I think it'll be time to make our announcement.
Okay.
This question can last as long. It can be as short or as long as you want. This was another one I think that we really liked. Pete. So when a kid puts on a Sick of It All record 30 years from now, what do you hope they feel? What do you hope they get from it?
I hope they feel alive. I hope it makes them feel like I do when I'm getting ready to go on stage and when I'm on stage. The funny thing you said that is my brother Lou always said, he goes yeah, we never get recognition, this and that. And he goes, just like some kid in a record shop nowadays finds some kind of jazz record, and he's like, yeah, this guy knows what's going on. He's like, some college kid's going to scratch the surface. And he's going to be like, yeah, these guys know what the fuck was going on.
I love that. Yeah. I don't think there's another band on the planet I could tell you the first song I ever heard from them, and except for Sick of It All. And it's because I didn't like it. And when I first heard it, I was listening to pop punk. I'd kind of gotten away from heavier music because it had been dragging me down, and I had spent a couple years just listening to Rancid and stuff like more upbeat stuff. And I think you guys had Maladjusted on a comp or something. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate that. And it came on. I had it playing. I think I was cleaning up the house or something, and I had it on. And I was like, "What the fuck is this shit? What is this?" And then
it's a pretty rough song.
And then it has
pretty rough song.
It is a little different than a lot of what you do, but it didn't take long. I think I was driving my car. I think I put it on there, and I was like, I want to go to my friend's house and make him listen to how awful this is. And before I'm exaggerating, but before I got there, I was like, yeah, I fucking love this band. I need more. And it just took a minute I just needed to adjust. I was a little maladjusted.
Was it on more of a pop punk?
Yeah, I think it was a Warped Tour comp or something like that. Maybe a Fat Records comp.
I'm sure we put the most roughest song on there.
God, I love that.
Just so people would be like, But
yeah,
we always did stuff like that.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
It's called shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, it didn't work on me, buddy. Yeah, man. Great answer, and great. I'll thank you guys for letting me tell it. I know, right? But anyway, I'm not necessarily trying to rush anything along, but I definitely want to make sure that we get to the other part of this. But we have another part before that.
What
the party of the first part?
Oh God, that just confused the shit
out
of me.
We have a part that is the most important part is the second part of the series. But I'm going to do a little intermission here, not intermission, whatever the hell you call it. It's going to be a thing in the middle, okay?
Okay.
So Sean just got back from Boston.
Oh, okay. We're going to do this.
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
All right.
What did you think?
I wasn't sure where we were going to go with this, but here we go.
Yeah.
What do you got for me, baby?
So we all had a pool trying to figure out how many times you would cry at your first Red Sox game.
Okay.
And when I asked you to, because I know we went back and forth. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm sorry.
No, there's no embarrassment with this.
I'm not sorry.
I've been a Red Sox fan since as long as I can remember.
Yeah, Sean can get a little emotional over the Red Sox.
Yeah, I can. And
I think he's going to cry right now.
Pete, ain't gonna lie. There's a chance we might have to up these numbers, baby. So yeah, I'm going to say every bit of 40 years I've been a Red Sox fan. Wow. And this past week was the first time. Oh, there's one. And me and my wife finally planned a trip to go to Boston, to go to Fenway. And it was breathtaking. It was magnificent. So yeah, So go ahead, make me feel.
Okay, no. Well, I'm sorry,
Make me
but
feel
that
my
was
feelings.
Can I interrupt here?
No.
do it.
Yeah. Why
See, seeing something like this is like when you see someone react to your song and they're really feeling it.
Yeah.
It's a soul touching moment. It could be sports, it could be music, it could be your kid walking for the first time.
Yes.
That is what I love about humans. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I have a one for me and Jeff. We went and seen Rancid, the Bronx,
Here we go.
and the Murphys together. Okay, apparently I'm an emotional guy.
No, I was right there with you,
and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I was there with you.
Rancid started playing Olympia, and oh god, you know what I mean?
We were arm in arm.
Oh, singing it
like dick to dick too. That's
Yeah.
what's really funny. I mean, we weren't like even like side by side.
No, it
we
was
were
full
like
frontal, baby.
Yeah, and jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And these little kids around us, like
Our
13,
kids.
15. Yeah, well, some of them were our kids, but there was a whole lot of other kids. And I know they were going, "What are those fat old guys doing over there? I think they're gonna make out." I'm sure of it.
But yeah, so that happened. I don't know about the jumping around dick to dick, but
I mean, we were. That's how I remember it. I mean, I don't know.
or is that how you just want to remember?
I don't. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
That's how he fantasized.
See, thank you.
I'm telling you, I think I got video of it. I'm pretty sure it's true. If I have video, I'm gonna throw it up.
If you have video of that, post it.
I'm going to. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
So, Pete, when I talked to you the other day, you said you were in, but I didn't get a number. Before I make this final, before he gives us the reveal, do you want to throw out a number? How many times you think he cried at Fenway?
5 times.
5 times. 5 times. No one had 5 too. That's pretty good. That's awesome. You had 3. Yeah, I got them all written down right here. All right, so we've got 8 people playing this. Dying to know.
Okay.
All right, how many times?
Do you just want me to give you the number?
Just give it to us.
5.
Are you shitting me?
I'm not shitting you. Are you
There you
ready?
go.
I can name them off.
Do it. Name them.
Walking up and seeing Fenway Park for the first time, seeing the Jersey Gate D.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I actually walked in and you're just walking up the ramp and then you catch a little glimpse of I caught a glimpse of a chair. And like, seriously. And like the tears started coming down my eyes. I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. 7th inning stretch.
Mm-hmm.
What'd they play? Sweet Caroline. And I'm going, you know? And then they played Shipping Up to Boston.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Lost it.
Yeah.
How? I don't know. And there was the sweetest couple in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen the movie Fever Pitch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know the old guy that gives out the sponges?
Right.
I'm not saying it was him, but there was a good chance it was fucking him.
All right.
Him and his wife, I guess, have always they lived in Boston, but they would always travel like down to Florida and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They came back. That was the first game they've been back to. So he's talking to me about just, I don't know this guy. He didn't know me. He's trying to like, hey, you come to games often? I'm like, no, I've never been to a game. Tears. And he's like, are you all right? I'm like, I don't know.
He's
Yeah.
like, honey, we should move seats now.
Oh, it was, yeah. So there's 5.
All right. Well, congratulations, Pete. You're our winner. You don't want to know what you won.
You get to know the fact that I cried 5 times when I went to see my first Boston Red Sox game.
Well, before we move on, I want to let you know what everybody had. So Matt Edwards had 6 times.
Okay.
Of course, Stacy had 3. I had 7. I took.
Oh.
Nobody had 5, and I was like, 5 or 7. And then I forgot Chuckles wanted 7. So actually, Chuckles and I both had 7. Your brother Eric had 4.
Oh.
Yeah. Pat, Mr. Pat Day, had 3. Jerry said 0. I was a little surprised on that, but he said 0. And I was like, okay, he just doesn't want to play. So
That's fine.
fuck him. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so there it was. I mean, we were all wondering too, and there was some really wild questions and scenarios being thrown out. So maybe I'll let you read those later.
That's going to be a Talking Tunes After Dark.
Yeah. But, okay, so moving on to the end, to the last bit here that I'd like to get through. Since we started this, we have had this announcement that we've wanted to make for the longest time, and we had this plan, and it took a little longer than we thought, just about like everything we do.
Yeah.
But we didn't prep. I have no idea how to do this, but we've got Pete here, and you know, I think the world needs to know now that we have started a nonprofit.
Good Looking Out.
Called Good Lookin' Out, named after the badass Sick of It All song Good Lookin' Out, inspired by Pete and his brother Lou and Craig and Armand and anybody else attached. And, you know, you guys have always had a really positive impact on me over the years. And when I needed it most, I think I found you guys. So, you know, that was a big deal to me. So naming it Good Looking Out, it was important because Sean, do you want to give the reveal or yeah, you just go ahead. What we're doing. We've said what we've called it, but
what we are wanting to do is to get musical equipment in the hands of children who can't afford them.
There you go.
Because you know, we're local musicians, but musicians nonetheless, and we don't want a kid's voice to not be heard.
Right. Yeah.
Just because of some financial issue. And if somebody wants one, my God, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure they get it.
Damn right. Damn right.
And I don't know, it's something that when you brought it up to me, I was like, yeah, that sounds amazing, and I want to do that.
Yeah. And I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Pete said yes to hanging out with us and being just fucking awesome and helping us out with this big the big reveal, because I mean we've been talking about this for a long time. Pete, I mean, I guess I if I had another question for you, it would be.
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
How can people help your foundation?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that, Pete.
Hey.
Mr. Engineer Guy, you want to throw something up there for me real quick? We got a little graphic here, a little image. Is it up? Okay.
You guys are fancy.
Oh, yeah.
We are learning.
Today, we actually went live with our GoFundMe, with PayPal, Venmo.
Well, Venmo's not live yet.
Okay, never mind. Venmo's
There's a
not
whole other
live
thing.
yet. We're still working that part out. But, I mean, we have, at the end of, I think, of every episode and things like that, we're going to post up our link tree that has everything from Talking Tunes to Good Looking Out, all of our socials and all of our ways to, if you can help donate. Pretty soon we're going to have a P.O. box, so if you have something just sitting around in a corner and you don't want it anymore, send it to us, and we'll get it refurbished and in the working order and in the hands of somebody who needs it.
Yep.
Very cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, it's as simple as that. We have a pretty detailed bylaws. We did this right. We are an official nonprofit recognized by the state of Ohio. You know, there's still some things to do, but there'll always be things to do.
Yeah.
But we're throwing a big show next weekend to raise money on August 16th, next Saturday at Frankenstein's. If you're local, Portsmouth, you should come down, check it out, and help. It's just a big fundraiser. But yeah, we're gonna do this, and I'm super excited, and to see the level of the musicians, local musicians who want to help out, and all the way up to Pete here, you know, being here, and this is why Pete is here.
This is
surreal.
Know,
and you know, I mean, it's already bringing good things. There's so much positivity around this. I just know it's going to do great stuff, and so I'm lucky. You know, I feel like everything kind of led up to this. It's important, and I love helping people. I know you guys do too. And Pete, I mean, I think everybody's just known that about you for as long as I can remember, and you've pretty much confirmed that for me, that you know that it is indeed true, and that's
I fooled you all.
yeah. Well, it's just it's pretty neat. So, does it feel strange? I couldn't imagine someone being like, "Hey, man, I started a nonprofit and I named it after one of your songs." Was that weird to you? Have you had anything like that happen before?
I don't think so.
Well, I did ask you to be in a parade too. I'm the king of long shots.
I think it's a great idea. You know, hopefully we could get instrument companies involved, and you know,
damn right, that'd be awesome.
Send you guys some stuff, send money, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they got, send it.
Yeah, you know? and I like what Sean said too. You know, just telling friends or friends you don't see very often. You run into them and you're at Walmart. You're like, yeah, we're in the middle of starting this nonprofit where we're doing this, and they're like, oh shit, I've got a guitar in the closet. Come get it. And I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put it right now. My garage is still a garage. Give me 2-3 weeks, and 3 months later. Yeah. But I think we're kind of finally starting to be ready to receive that kind of stuff, and we got to get that PO box going. And I think that's Monday morning. Yep. But yeah, man. I mean, like you said, it's here. It's happening. We're doing it. Yep. And I appreciate everybody really for kind of going along with me. And Pete, I know that, you don't know me that well, but unfortunately the people in my life are constantly having to deal with seeing me through my wacky ideas. But this is something that, a lot of times they're just talk and we just laugh about things and have these wild and crazy ideas. But this one, people jumped on, and we were doing it, and that's just it feels really great. It really does. And I thank you, Pete, and my wife, Stacy, Sean over there. Thank that motherfucker, believe it or not. And we have 2 other board members who we're gonna have them on probably a later date. Teresa Rowland and Chad Phipps, and they've honestly really helped get it off the ground, and they're doing the more kind of business side of things than we do.
We're just idea people.
Right. And I just draw pictures and make stuff. I don't know. But no, it's really great having friends that know what they're doing when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah. But and I'll be bugging Pete as much as I can to get him, because he's so helpful and everything, and I will, definitely keep you updated with everything that that's going on with it. But I'm just really proud, and it's kind of neat. So. Is there anything else that you wanted to?
No, I think I'm good with that.
I feel like I've just talked too much about how proud I am of it. Well, I'm trying to do that mixture of like serious but still kind of lighthearted, and I don't know how to fucking do that. I don't know. Just someone tell a joke. This has gotten uncomfortable.
No, this is where we like to dwell.
I know you're looking. You haven't broke eye contact in like 3 minutes.
I want to see where this is going.
Son of a bitch hasn't blinked. But and I got more stickers for you, and we're going to have we are definitely going to have T-shirts for sale soon. We are going to be in the River Days Parade here locally in Portsmouth, Ohio. But we'll we have things. We're going to have T-shirts for sale, stickers for sale, and there'll be a lot more to learn about Good Looking Out in the future. And we're going to try to kind of use Talking Tunes as a way to kind of get that word out there and have an avenue for people to just go look it up and be like, okay, you know, these are the guys that tell you about it. You know, eventually, hopefully within the next month or so, we'll have our website going. Until then, Mr. Engineer, do you mind? One more time. Are you queued up over there? There you go. All you got to do is go there.
Yep.
We are. That is up, right?
We don't know yet. We won't know until it's done.
Oh, we're going to watch this later.
Yeah.
But honestly, thank you guys so much.
Pete, thank you for sticking around with us.
Yeah,
hanging
Pete,
out with us for an hour or so.
Yeah. Can't wait to watch
you. Having me.
Is there anything you want to plug real quick? Anything you got going on? Anything you want to plug, Pete?
I've been cutting grass. Either I'm going to go hang myself or cut grass.
Oh, God.
I'm just
Hey, Pete, again, thank you very much, man.
If you don't know much about Sick of It All, go find Sick of It All. Go to YouTube, Sick of It All. If you can catch them next year.
If you want to support us, we got new merch on the website. I'm going to put another new shirt out to help Lou, a new T-shirt. You know,
all right,
get that going.
Damn right.
You know, and because at least I could work. Lou can't work.